Welcome back. All right, the first game of the second round is done. This series is going to be fantastic. Seriously, this series is going to be great. It was Freddie Anderson at one end of the ice, Shesterkin at the other end of the ice. We expected a lot of defense. We still got 7 goals. We got 7 goals despite the fact there was only 47 shots in the game. So, good early back and forth, good flow to this game. Schneider to Panarin near miss. Natchez has a slot shot that's blocked. Cooley has a rush chance. It's blocked as well. The first shot on net of the game goes in the net. At 2:44, it's Zibanejad burying one from the slot. It was a nice net feed from Roslovic to set that up. Fox with the secondary assist there. It's 1-0 for the Rangers. So first shot of the game, Rangers had to feel pretty good for about a minute. At 3:46, Slavin answers. He scores from Aho and Gensel. It was a point shot from the screen, and it's also the first shot, and it bounced in. It took a crazy bounce and ends up in the net, so Slavin credited with the goal. Not much chance for Igor on that one. Canes were opposed from the lead on a shot by Brady Shea, but not quite. There's a press by the Canes at 5 minutes. They're kept to the outside. Kreider boards Jarvis, so that puts the Canes on the power play. Early cycle, puck's cleared. The Canes then go offside, trying to set up the power play again. There's a post for Natchez on a rush. The Canes cycle. There's another clear that ends up killing off that power play. The shots are only 2 apiece, 8.5 minutes in. So while both teams scored on their first shots, it doesn't stay at that kind of a game where it's just crazy back and forth goals. So the Canes press again. They're kept to the outside. Things are scrummy as a call's being made. It's a Rangers power play there. There was a review for D'Angelo play that turned 5 minutes into 2 minutes. The fans disagree, but 8 seconds into the power play, they feel a lot better. At 10:05, it's Mika Zibanejad putting them back in the lead. Kreider and Trocheck with the assists. So it's 2-1 for the New York Rangers at that point. And it was a great blind pass by Kreider. It was a great blind pass by Kreider to Mika Zibanejad on kind of a tic-tac-toe play. And so, that makes it 2-1. Rangers look for another. The Canes get a power play. Rempe argues his way to the box, and Peter Laviolette wasn't happy there either. Things are punchy 14 seconds into the power play, so they take one player from each team to the box there, which doesn't change the manpower advantage, of course. Gensel has a shot that's saved. Puck's cleared. Jarvis has a net feed that's picked off. It's cleared again. There's a late cycle by Carolina, but that power play is killed off. 2 shots on net. Kakko then has a shot that's blocked as the Rangers press after that's done. Things are pushy on a hold by Freddie Anderson. Shots are 5-4 for the Rangers with 5 minutes left, so you can see not a lot of shots on net. Then there's an offensive zone penalty by Kuznetsov with 3:46 left. He didn't like that one either. And at 16:28, Trocheck buries one in close. It took 14 seconds. Zibanejad and Kreider with the assists. So that power play, just as good as advertised. This is why I always find it funny when people are like, well, you just got to count 5-on-5 play to measure players, not power play. Why? Without the power play today, the Rangers, they don't win the game. So, power plays are still really important when you're measuring how good a player is. The Canes would press to respond, but the storyline throughout this was they had a hard time getting to the net. So it's 3-1 for the Rangers after 1. Second period, there's an early press by the Canes, kept to the outside. That was a very common theme today. The Rangers doing a great job defensively against a Carolina team that has been through this kind of thing before. Schneider has a net feed that's picked off. D'Angelo has a shot that's held. Pretty quiet start. Natchez has a one-timer that's saved. The Canes draw their third power play of the game. Svechnikov has a shot that's blockered aside. It's cleared. Then there's a short-handed rush by Trocheck. That's saved. There's a late cycle. Power play's killed off. 1 shot on net. The Canes need to work on that power play for game 2. Kakko has a net feed that's picked off. The Rangers press at 7.5 minutes. They can't get to the net. And that's the thing. It's not like the Rangers got to the net a lot. It's just they were ahead 3-1. So they didn't really have to get to the net. They didn't have to work for those extra goals. It was the Canes' job to catch up to them. Natchez fires one wide as the Canes press. Both teams getting into passing lanes, not giving any room in the middle, and just making sure that the tic-tac-toe plays, which can set up goals, aren't happening at that stage of the game. Trocheck to Panarin's picked off. We go over 5 minutes without a whistle. Shots are 8-4 for the Rangers with 8.5 minutes left. The teams exchange rushes. Panarin has a rush chance that's held. Aho has a net feed that's blocked. The Canes press with 5 minutes left. They draw their 4th power play, and while that's being set up, they played 46-2 by Tool, which is awesome. I love that Tool music is being played at hockey games again. Keep that up. Tool music is some of the best music. Kane's cycle. There's a shorthanded chance by Trocheck. That saved. Trocheck had himself a game. Gensel's denied the Kane cycle. That power play's killed off. The Canes press after it's done. Lots of zone time for the Canes in that period. Not a lot of shots. They had the same amount of shots in the second as the first, even though it felt like they controlled a lot of the play. So we go to the third period, and not a lot going on. Shots are 2-0 for the Rangers 2.5 minutes in, and it was quiet until on a rush at 2:48 during a Rangers line change. Natchez goes 5-hole. Martinook and Orlov with the assists on that rush chance. So taking advantage of a Rangers power play, the Canes make it a 1-goal game at 3-2. Rangers look to respond. There's a post for Lafreniere. Pretty good pushback shift by the Rangers there. D'Angelo to Aho, there's a near miss there. The Canes press at 4.5 minutes. And again, lots of zone time, not a lot of shots. They would start picking up shots as the period went along. Not sure how many of those are from in close, though. Gustafsson has a shot that's held as the Rangers press. And then at 8 minutes and 21 seconds, Panarin has one that goes through Anderson on a rush, just under his arm and in. Lafreniere with the assist restores the 2-goal lead for the New York Rangers. That's his third of the playoffs thus far. Canes press for response. They press again with 8 minutes left. And again, they're getting that zone time. They're getting those chances. Not a lot at the net, and especially from in close. The fans then call one. The referee doesn't. There wasn't a lot of that today from the New York faithful. Burns has a shot that's kicked aside. Stahl has a tip shot that's held. Shea deflects one wide. Canes are controlling, just can't get to the net. Goalie pull happens with 3 minutes left. Aho couldn't bury one in close. Gensel's denied, and then Jarvis jams one in to make it a 4-3 score. Aho and Burns with the assist at 18:15. So Carolina, understanding the situation they're in, they immediately call a timeout. The goalie comes out again on the next face-off because you need another goal here. Svechnikov fires one wide. Svechnikov has a chance that's held. Then with 40.5 seconds left, what felt like a very important moment here. Is it a delayed game call? Well, yeah, it was pretty obvious he gloved the puck over the glass. The New York Rangers arguing that the puck landed on their bench, so it shouldn't be a penalty. That's not what determines whether or not it's a penalty. It's where the puck goes over the glass. It doesn't matter where it lands. So the puck went over the glass inside their zone. I had that on the board for a long while before the officials were done discussing what they were going to do. To me, it was pretty obvious it was a penalty, which makes it a 6-on-4. Huge play. Huge play for the Carolina Hurricanes, and that 6-on-4 lasts 5 seconds. Svechnikov takes an offensive zone penalty, which makes it 1 minute and 55 seconds of 4-on-4. But more importantly, it means it's not going to be a 6-on-4. It means that the faceoff now is going all the way down to the Carolina end, so now you have to put Freddie Anderson back in. So they do get Freddie out on the faceoff. Then Zibanejad goes for the hat trick at the empty net, and Burns prevents the empty net goal because no hat tricks for Zibanejad. If that had gone in, though, I might still be waiting for the hats to get cleaned up off the ice. Would have been something with that MSG crowd today. They were loud. And then the Canes just can't get set up. They didn't have enough time left. They were down to like 30 seconds left to get it out and get it around, and it just wasn't going to happen. So the Rangers hold on. They win this one 4-3. They're ahead 1-0 in this series. Again, it should be highly entertaining, but shots are going to be at a premium. Shots in this one, 7-6 Rangers in the first, 10-6 Rangers in the second, 12-6 Carolina in the third. Final shots, 24-23 for Carolina. Power plays really tell you the story. Carolina 0 for 5, the Rangers 2 for 2. The hits, 29-28 for the Rangers. Anderson, 19 saves on 23 shots. Shesterkin, 21 saves on 24 shots. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.